In a heartfelt moment that captivated audiences worldwide, Jeff Daniels, the acclaimed actor known for his versatile roles in films like Dumb and Dumber and The Newsroom, stepped onto the stage of the Kelly Clarkson Show with an acoustic guitar in hand, ready to share a deeply personal side of himself. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation as Kelly Clarkson, a powerhouse vocalist and empathetic host, welcomed him with her signature warmth. Fans in the studio and at home were expecting a typical celebrity interview, perhaps a light-hearted chat about Daniels' latest project, the Netflix series A Man in Full. But what unfolded was far more profound. Daniels, with his unassuming charm, revealed that he's not just an actor but a prolific singer-songwriter with over 450 original songs written over 25 years. He spoke of his guitar as his best friend, a creative outlet that has been his solace since he bought his first Guild D40 in 1976 and moved to New York City to chase his dreams. This revelation set the stage for an emotional performance that would leave everyone, including Clarkson, in tears. He introduced his original song, When My Fingers Find Your Strings, as a love letter to his guitar, inspired by quiet moments on the porch with his instrument. As he began to strum the first chords, the audience leaned in, unaware of the emotional journey they were about to embark on. The song's lyrics, poetic and introspective, wove a story of finding comfort in music during life's highs and lows. Daniels' voice, weathered yet soulful, carried a raw authenticity that resonated deeply. Clarkson, known for her own emotional performances, was visibly moved, her jaw dropping as she whispered to the audience, "What is happening?" The song's simplicity adjust Daniels, his guitar, and heartfelt lyrics created a moment of pure vulnerability, a stark contrast to his larger-than-life acting roles. By the time he played the final note, the studio was silent for a heartbeat before erupting into applause, with Clarkson wiping away tears. This wasn't just a performance, it was a glimpse into Daniels' soul, a reminder that creativity knows no bounds. The video of this moment went viral, amassing over 4.3 million views in days, as fans online praised his unexpected musical talent, with comments like, "Jeff Daniels isn't even known for music, yet that was one of the most heartfelt songs I've ever heard." This exchange wasn't just about music, it was about connection, vulnerability, and the universal language of art that transcends fame. The emotional weight of Jeff Daniels' performance on the Kelly Clarkson Show didn't just stem from the song itself but from the context he provided before playing. He shared that music has been his refuge, a way to cope with the uncertainties of an acting career that often left him waiting for the next role. In an industry where rejection and downtime are constant, Daniels found solace in songwriting, a creative process he could control. He spoke candidly about how his guitar became his church, a sacred space where he could pour his fears, hopes, and stories. This vulnerability struck a chord with Kelly Clarkson, herself a musician who understands the healing power of music. As Daniels strummed his guitar, each note seemed to carry the weight of his journey from a young actor in New York to a celebrated performer who never let go of his musical passion. The song When My Fingers Find Your Strings was more than a tribute to his guitar, it was a metaphor for resilience, a testament to finding joy and creativity even when Hollywood didn't call. Clarkson's reaction was raw and unfiltered. Her eyes glistened as she listened, clearly caught off guard by the depth of Daniels' talent. The audience, too, was swept up in the moment, many dabbing their eyes as the song's lyrics painted vivid images of quiet nights and personal triumphs. Daniels' performance was a masterclass in storytelling, blending folk and blues influences with a sincerity that felt like a conversation with a close friend. Fans online were quick to draw comparisons to legends like Bruce Springsteen, though some playfully debated that Daniels' raw emotion outshone even the boss. The viral response to the performance, over 1.4 million views in under 10 days, spoke to its universal appeal. Comments flooded in, with one viewer noting, "Something about an old man's reedy voice singing always gets me choked up. Like I start imagining all the living that got them to that point." Daniels' ability to balance his acting career with his music, including releasing over 10 albums on Spotify and iTunes, showcased his refusal to be boxed into one art form. This moment on Clarkson's show wasn't just a performance, it was a celebration of a life lived creatively, proving that passion can thrive outside the spotlight. What made Jeff Daniels' appearance on the Kelly Clarkson Show so unforgettable was the genuine connection between him and Kelly Clarkson. Before he even picked up his guitar, Daniels shared a story about his early days, when he bought his Guild D40 and moved to New York. Unsure if acting would pan out, he described songwriting as his backup plan, a way to keep creating even if he failed as an actor and then failed as a singer-songwriter. This self-deprecating humor endeared him to Clarkson, who laughed but also recognized the bravery in his honesty. As he began to play, the dynamic between them shifted. It was as if they were two musicians sharing a moment, not just host and guest. Clarkson, a Grammy-winning artist, was visibly nervous before Daniels sang, later admitting she wasn't sure what to expect from an actor known for roles like Harry Dunn in Dumb and Dumber. But as the song unfolded, her nervousness turned to awe. The lyrics of When My Fingers Find Your Strings spoke of intimate moments with his guitar, a metaphor for finding peace in chaos, and Clarkson's reactions to gasps, smiles, and teary eyes mirrored the audience's. At one point, she tried to speak but stopped, overwhelmed, as Daniels paused and looked to her for a reaction, creating a silent, powerful exchange. This wasn't scripted television, it was a raw, human moment that felt like eavesdropping on a private conversation. The song's folk blues style, with its gentle strumming and heartfelt delivery, drew listeners into Daniels' world, where every chord told a story of perseverance. Fans on platforms like Reddit and YouTube were quick to praise this authenticity, with one commenter writing, "The moment when Jeff pauses and looks at Kelly for a reaction and she reacts, I could barely hear Jeff not sing at that moment." The performance's impact went beyond the studio, sparking conversations about how artists can surprise us when given the chance to step outside their known roles. Daniels' theater company, Purple Rose Theater in Michigan, and his extensive discography were suddenly in the spotlight, as fans discovered a multifaceted artist who had been quietly honing his craft for decades. The viral nature of Jeff Daniels' performance on the Kelly Clarkson Show wasn't just due to his musical talent but also the universal themes in his song When My Fingers Find Your Strings. The lyrics, described as poetic and well-structured, resonated with anyone who's ever found comfort in a creative outlet. Daniels introduced the song as a love letter to his guitar, inspired by sitting on the porch with your best friend, the guitar, and this imagery evoked a sense of nostalgia and simplicity that struck a deep emotional chord. For Kelly Clarkson, a musician who has often shared her own struggles through song, the performance was a reminder of music's power to heal and connect. As Daniels sang, his voice carried the weight of years spent navigating the highs and lows of a creative career. From the uncertainty of auditions to the joy of creating something personal. The audience, both in the studio and online, felt this authenticity, with many moved to tears by the song's raw emotion. Clarkson's reaction, mouthing "What is happening?" during the performance became a meme-worthy moment, capturing the shock and awe of witnessing Daniels' hidden talent. The song's folk and blues influences, combined with its introspective lyrics, drew comparisons to artists like Willie Nelson, whose covers carry similar emotional weight. Fans on social media platforms like Reddit noted, "Something about an old man's reedy voice singing always gets me choked up," highlighting the universal appeal of Daniels' performance. The video's rapid rise to over 4.3 million views showed how deeply it resonated, with comments like, "Jeff just made my week and he's not only a very good actor but just as good as a musician." Daniels' ability to weave storytelling into his music, much like his acting, made the performance a masterclass in vulnerability. His discography, spanning over 10 albums, became a topic of discussion, as fans rushed to Spotify and iTunes to explore his work, proving that this moment was more than a one-off, it was a revelation of a lifelong passion. Beyond the emotional impact of Jeff Daniels' performance, his appearance on the Kelly Clarkson Show shed light on his remarkable versatility as an artist. Known for iconic roles in films like Speed, Arachnophobia, and The Squid and the Whale, Daniels has long been celebrated for his ability to switch between comedy and drama, but his musical talents, though less publicized, are equally impressive. He revealed during the interview that he's written 450 songs over 25 years, a testament to his dedication to music as a creative outlet. His website, jeffdaniels.com, showcases his discography and live performances, alongside his acting and theater work with the Purple Rose Theater Company. This multifaceted career resonated with Kelly Clarkson, who herself balances singing, songwriting, and hosting. As Daniels played When My Fingers Find Your Strings, his soulful voice and skilled guitar work surprised even seasoned musicians in the audience, who expected a novelty act but got a master storyteller. Clarkson's emotional response, tears streaming down her fascia, mirrored the audience's, as they realized they were witnessing something rare, an actor revealing a hidden talent that rivaled his on-screen work. The song's lyrics, which spoke of finding solace in music during tough times, connected with viewers who saw parallels in their own lives. Online, fans praised Daniels' humility, with one YouTube commenter noting, "He's amazing. Nobody expected he could play the guitar that could sing." The performance also sparked discussions about the pressures of Hollywood, where actors are often typecast or discouraged from exploring other talents. Daniels' story of using music to battle depression or fear of never working again struck a chord with aspiring artists, who saw in him a model of perseverance. The viral video, shared across platforms like Reddit and YouTube, became a testament to the power of authenticity, as fans rallied to call for the song's official release, hoping to hear more of Daniels' music. The aftermath of Jeff Daniels' performance on The Kelly Clarkson Show was a whirlwind of online buzz and newfound appreciation for his musical talents. The video, initially garnering 1.4 million views in under 10 days, soared past 4.3 million as fans shared it across social media, from Reddit to YouTube. Comments sections overflowed with praise, with viewers calling the song heartfelt, poetic, and well-structured, and marveling at Daniels' ability to surprise them. One Reddit user wrote, "Jeff Daniels is awesome. I've always appreciated him as an actor, but to see him put together a song that's just pure and about getting through the day-to-day." The performance also highlighted Daniels' unique place in the entertainment world, where he's managed to carve out a space for both acting and music without letting one overshadow the other. His Purple Rose Theater Company in Michigan, where he writes and produces plays, added another layer to his creative legacy, showing his commitment to storytelling in all its forms. Kelly Clarkson's emotional reaction became a focal point, with fans noting how her tears humanized the moment, making it relatable to anyone who's been moved by art. The song When My Fingers Find Your Strings wasn't just a performance, it was a narrative of resilience, a reminder that creativity can be a lifeline. Daniels' ability to connect with Clarkson, a fellow artist, created a moment of shared vulnerability that transcended the typical talk show format. Fans speculated about a potential duet between the two, with one commenter joking, "Next time he and Clarkson need to do a duet." The performance also sparked curiosity about Daniels' discography, leading to increased streams of his albums on Spotify and iTunes. This moment wasn't just a viral hit, it was a turning point, introducing a new audience to an artist who's been quietly creating music for decades, proving that talent knows no boundaries. The emotional exchange between Jeff Daniels and Kelly Clarkson wasn't just about the music, it was about the shared understanding between two artists who've navigated the highs and lows of creative careers. Daniels' candid discussion about using songwriting to cope with the uncertainty of acting resonated deeply with Clarkson, who's faced her own challenges in the music industry. As he played When My Fingers Find Your Strings, the song's lyrics about finding peace and creativity mirrored Clarkson's own experiences, making her reaction all the more poignant. Her tears weren't just about the beauty of the song but about the recognition of a kindred spirit. Daniels' performance, with its folk blues style and introspective lyrics, felt like a conversation between friends, inviting the audience into a private moment. The studio audience, initially expecting a light-hearted segment, was drawn into the emotion, with many visibly moved. Online, The video's viral success, surpassing 4.3 million views, has sparked a wave of appreciation for Daniels' multifaceted talent, with fans on Reddit and YouTube calling for him to release When My Fingers Find Your Strings as a single. The performance also highlighted Daniels' ability to defy expectations, moving seamlessly from comedic roles like Dumb and Dumber to profound musical moments. His humility, evident in his self-deprecating humor and genuine gratitude for the audience's response, endeared him to viewers. Clarkson's post-performance interview, where she admitted to being blown away, added to the moment's authenticity, as she praised Daniels' ability to surprise her. This exchange wasn't just a talk show highlight, it was a celebration of art's power to connect, heal, and inspire, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who witnessed it. The legacy of Jeff Daniels' performance on The Kelly Clarkson Show extends beyond the viral video and emotional tears. It's a testament to the enduring power of creativity and authenticity. Daniels, at 69, showed that it's never too late to share a hidden talent or pursue a passion, inspiring countless viewers to embrace their own creative outlets. His song When My Fingers Find Your Strings became more than a performance. It was a symbol of resilience, a reminder that art can be a refuge in uncertain times. Kelly Clarkson's emotional reaction, captured in her tearful eyes and stunned silence, reflected the universal impact of Daniels' music, connecting with anyone who's ever found solace in creativity. The viral video, now a cultural moment with over 4.3 million views, sparked renewed interest in Daniels' discography, with fans streaming his albums and calling for more live performances. His Purple Rose Theatre Company and extensive songwriting catalog became topics of discussion, as viewers discover the depth of his artistic journey. The performance also challenged stereotypes about actors venturing into music, proving that Daniels' talent is no novelty but a lifelong passion. Clarkson's role as a host and fellow musician amplified the moment, her genuine reaction making it relatable to a wide audience. Fans online continued to share their admiration, with comments like, "Jeff Daniels just made my week, and he's not only a very good actor but just as good as a musician." This moment on The Kelly Clarkson Show wasn't just a fleeting television highlight, it was a powerful reminder that art, in all its forms, can move us, connect us, and remind us of our shared humanity, leaving a legacy that resonates far beyond the stage.